Hello, guys and girls. This is Sal from T-Look. We are witnessing some amazing, some dangerous, some exciting times. I'm talking about the financial markets. Just last night was about 4 a.m. I'm a late sleeper, and uh, well, I tuned my TV set to Bloomberg and witnessed how the stock market futures, specifically the ones for the S&P, the Dow, Nasdaq, were all lower by at least 3%. And I went, what is going on? Um, well, I didn't want to think about it much because if I was to obsess about it, I would probably not sleep tonight. So I chose to to not give a fuck. And now it's morning. It's the markets have just opened, and I was attentively checking out the news, and the news are as follows: Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. This qualifies as the biggest bankruptcy in history, and another quite severe issue is being dealt with. Merrill Lynch got an offer of acquisition by um, Bank of America. And now there's another situation, and this situation needs to be solved, and it relates to uh, Washington Mutual and American International Group. These two are very problematic. Biggest saving and loans bank and one of the biggest insurance companies in the world. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous because I invest in the stock market. Too bad if you find that immoral. Talking specifically at social anarchists and that bunch. But anyway, I am calling a bottom. I'm calling a bottom. And you say, hey, wow, how can you be calling a bottom? This is a total bloodbath. I agree with you, this is a total bloodbath. But I'm still calling the bottom. We tested the lows of 15th of July in pre-market or after hours, I don't know. I haven't checked on it. I just opened the S&P chart, and the tail of the candlestick is roughly the lows of 15th of July, which was the day of the Bear Stearns collapse. So this is the second collapse. It would look nice as a market bottom, a second collapse, a double bottom, double collapse. It would play out well. Then lots of things have happened in September, and tomorrow, very important meeting, the FOMC, Federal Open Markets Committee, will get together and decide on the Fed funds interest rates. And I'm betting, since they well, I don't wanna establish no internal nexus of causality, but I'm betting that since they let Lehman Brothers fail, they will try to redeem themselves by lowering. They will feel pressure, and the market is pretty sadistic and has been pressuring the Fed for months now. Um, and I'm betting that they will decrease their interest rates tomorrow by 25, but I'm betting 50 basis points tomorrow. That'll be bullish, of course. I don't know. What I know is last week the futures were discounting no interest rate cut, and today 90% probability of a decrease. And another thing would need to happen for today to be really a bottom. The Washington Mutual and the American International Group situation would need to be clarified somehow. Somehow, we would need to have some kind of offer, some kind of conference that will dissipate or eliminate the stockholders' preoccupations, fears, because there's lots of people very nervous, like pension funds. This whole situation has been very much pressured by hedge fund liquidations and redemptions. But there have been some companies, some very important, relevant companies, fighting back and announcing, for instance, stock buyback plans, not to let their stocks tank and face potential credit downgrades, which could lead to massive sell-offs and stuff like that. So okay, nobody knows. Nobody should call bottoms. That's of course pretty common sense things to say. If you know anything about stock trading and stock markets, but I'm still calling a bottom. Why not? It seems like a situation that can perfectly be called a bottom. This can be discounted. This can be discounted. This can be discounted. The VIX is approaching levels of prior downturns, which is bullish. There's a whole bunch of situations that are acting together to create potentially an upturn phenomenon. The panic, typical of market bottoms, the big acquisitions and mergers, they're all there. And of course, we're in technical levels of support, major support. So I'm calling a bottom if the Fed decreases tomorrow the the, the, the interest rates on Fed funds, and if news that clarify and ease the fears surrounding AIG and WAMU get released, and I'm betting they will. This was Sal, and wish me luck.